We all know the 30-year fixed mortgage, right? It's pretty much the standard for buying a home in America. But what if that standard, that thing we all just accept, is actually costing homeowners an absolute fortune? Today, we're going to look at a totally different way to finance a home, one that could literally change your entire financial timeline.
So let's just start with this number, $2.8 million. What is that? Well, that is the potential total cost of a $1.3 million home loan over 30 years. That's right, you're paying more than double what you borrowed. It's what some people call the 30-year trap, and it's designed to keep you paying for decades.
Okay, so that's the tough news. But what if? What if there was a way to break out of that trap? A way to pay off your home in just a tiny fraction of the time and save a mind-boggling amount of money on interest? Well, an alternative does exist. It's called the All-in-One Loan, or AIO, and it works on a completely different playbook.
All right, so let's put these two head-to-head. In one corner, you've got the old champ, the traditional 30-year fixed mortgage. And in the other corner, the challenger, the all-in-one loan. We're going to see how they stack up, using the exact same loan amount and borrower. Let this showdown begin. So, the biggest difference is how these things are built. A traditional loan is what we call an amortizing loan. Fancy word, but it just means the interest is front-loaded. So for the first several years, you're mostly just paying interest, barely touching the actual loan. The AIO loan, it's a simple interest home equity line of credit. And here's the game changer. Your income, your paycheck, gets deposited directly against the loan balance, which crushes the principal down every single day. And you don't have to wait years to see the impact of this. Nope, the difference shows up on day one, with the very first payment. Let's take a peek at what month one looks like on that $1.3 million loan. Okay, so with the traditional 30-year fixed, your first monthly payment is just a hair over $8,000. And guess what? That's your payment next month and the month after that, for the next 360 months.
Now, let's flip over to the all-in-one loan. That first payment? Under $6,600. That's an instant savings of more than $1,400 in the first month. But honestly, that's not even the most exciting part.
You see, with that traditional loan, that $8,000 payment is a constant. With the AIO, because your principal balance is dropping every single day with every deposit, the amount of interest you owe also drops. This means your required payment gets smaller and smaller month after month.
And you can really see it here. I mean, look at this. Month one, the payment's around $6,600. Fast forward 2 years to month 24, and it's dropped to about $4,000. And by month 48, just 4 years in, it's down to about $1,000. That's the power of that daily principal reduction at work. Now, lower payments are awesome. We all love that. But the real test, the true measure of a loan, is how much of the actual debt you're paying off. So let's look at the 4.5-year mark, 54 months in, and see where we stand.
Okay, so with the traditional loan, after 54 months of payments, that's over $430,000 you've paid. You've only knocked down $78,000 of your actual loan. The rest? Gone. Straight to interest. It's an incredibly slow start. All right, you ready for this? The all-in-one loan. Same 54 months. How much principal is paid off? The entire $1.3 million. It's done. The loan is gone. Let that sink in for a second. $78,000 paid off versus $1.3 million. It's just staggering. So here are the final results. We're talking about a 4.6-year payoff versus what really feels like a 30-year sentence. This isn't smoke and mirrors. It is just pure math. It's what happens when you use your cash flow to work for you from day one. And the grand prize for all this financial efficiency, you save an incredible $1.38 million in interest. Just think about what you could do with that money. That's not just savings, that is life-changing freedom. But it's not just about the incredible numbers. The way the AIO loan is structured as a line of credit, it gives you a level of financial flexibility that a traditional mortgage just can't touch. It really transforms it from just a loan into a powerful financial tool.
So what are these advantages? First, that rapid payoff gives you incredible peace of mind. But there's more. Because it's a home equity line of credit, you have total liquidity. The principal you pay down is available for you to use again if you need to. It's also super versatile. You can use it for your primary home, a vacation spot, or investment properties. You can even use it to finance new construction. Now, you've seen the numbers for this one specific scenario, but I know what you're wondering. What could my results look like? Well, the next step is to take control and find out for yourself. To see how this could work for you, just head over to the payoffpros.com/results and play with their calculator. Here's a pro tip. When you get there, click on Rates and Assumptions and use a 2.5% margin to get a really realistic simulation. After you run your own numbers, you can book a totally free 15-minute consultation to talk about your specific results.
All the contact information is right there on the screen if you have any more questions. Look, at the end of the day, what we've shown here is a choice between the conventional 30-year loan and a much faster payoff model. For borrowers with the right discipline and cash flow, the math is just, well, it's pretty hard to argue with. It's a choice that could completely reshape your financial future.